All right, good morning. It's another beautiful day. Going to hit the gym here before work, and I'm gonna walk you through what I think is a great leg workout for the backpack hunter. All right, let's do it. So I always like to make sure, starting with some dynamic stretches versus like a static stretch would just be like the bend over, touch your toes. A static stretch like that will just kind of relax your muscles. So before a big effort, it makes a little bit more sense to do some things like some leg swings, some of these. So we're stretching the body out, loosening things up, but also waking up all the muscles and things like that. So in a nutshell, a lot of my weightlifting training is hypertrophy style. So that's focusing on muscle building type movements. It's something that works for me. I've trained a bunch of different ways. Sometimes I still like to mix things up and do something different. But at the end of the day, I like workouts where I can put together a very progressive, systemic approach, meaning every week I know what weight I'm doing, I know the reps I'm doing. I like to build upon that week by week, to build muscle, to build strength, and I just like it. So I think the best workout you can do is the one that you can stick to. So if this is the style of training that works for you, I always like to start with the heavier compound movements first. So for example, a leg day, I like to go right into the barbell squats. I know some people get intimidated by it a little bit. My recommendation, drop the weight, get things super light, focus on form for not just one workout, but maybe a few for weeks. Slowly add some weight in, focus on form, making sure everything feels good, and then progress from there. So throughout the whole workout today, every exercise is gonna be 4 sets, and we're gonna keep the rep range around 8 to 10. I'm gonna try to focus on, see how much weight I can get for 8 reps on the squat rack. And then as we go, I like to give myself a little bit more of a range versus one number. I feel like it makes me push a little bit more versus being content with a certain weight, just get to that number and call it good. It kind of forces me to keep trying to put some more weight on if I can. I think a lot of guys get caught up in what's the best kind of way to train for a backpack hunt or anything like that. And I think people spend too much time on the what and the how versus you just gotta find the thing that you can stick to. That the saying of whatever works for you, there's a lot of truth to it. You're only gonna progress with the type of workout you can stick with. So whether it's CrossFit or any other type of weight training, hypertrophy, strength training, however you wanna do it, find what works for you, stick with it, keep showing up. That is the magic. It's not a certain number of reps, certain specific type of exercise. The magic is showing up every single day you're supposed to train, and then also the right intent. Every workout, we're coming in, we're trying to progressively overload the muscles, meaning grab the weight, we're gonna see what we did last week. We're either gonna try to push another extra rep, or we're gonna throw a couple more pounds on. That's the only way you're gonna improve, progressive overload. So like I said, the most important thing is we're just trying to get a little bit better every week. So the best way to do that is to track. So I don't think you need some special app to do that. I don't think you need to pay for anything. If that works for you and it keeps you accountable, then go for it. But all I do, real simple, open up the Notes app, and here you go. Every workout, every week, then I write down for every set, the weight and the number of reps I did, and then every week, I'm updating this for the exercise. So it's just a good reference for me to see what I did last week, how can I push it this week, and my reps might change week to week. Like I might want to shoot for 12 reps one week, 10 the next week, 8, and then 6 the weeks after that. But I'll just make sure I'm tracking everything, and then weeks later when I come back to that 6 rep week, I'll see what I did and I'll try to beat it. So I think the magic you're looking for is in a systemic meaning we got a system, we're showing up very intentful every week, we got a plan, we're working on it, and progressive. We're trying to get a little bit better every week so we can look and see that we are consistently getting better. Now, are there gonna be days where, you know, it's hard, we didn't quite get that weight, we didn't quite beat ourselves from last week? Sure, those things happen. Sleep, nutrition, all these things are major factors on how we're gonna perform in the gym. But it's okay to have those days, they happen. Just try to show up every single workout with the right intent that we're trying to get better, and that's how you're gonna see improvement. That's what's worked for me. Second week back doing legs, I mean, I was out for about like 2 months with this broken ankle. So, muscle memory, it'll come back, we'll get there. Just gotta show up every day and be patient. Now we're gonna move on to some stiff leg deadlifts, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, whatever you wanna call them, doesn't matter. These are gonna be focused a little bit more on the hamstrings, and just really important to just, when you're going down every single rep, really think about those hamstrings getting pulled and that mind-muscle connection. I think it does make a difference, but that's what we're gonna move on to next here. And just for context, I am a NASM certified personal trainer, so just gonna share what I've learned from that, what I've learned helping some other guys, and what works for me. So any questions, anything like that, leave it in the comments. You can connect with me on Instagram too, shoot me a DM. More curious about training for your next big backpack hunt. This is what I do, this is what works for me. You don't have to be a psycho like me and train every single day, but just keep showing up every single week. Every day you say you're gonna train, train. So next week, or next time, whatever, we're gonna try to beat this number. And that's it. That's how you progressively overload. Your body's gonna adapt to the loads you put on it. And how it's gonna adapt is the muscle's gonna build, the strength's gonna be there. So that's it. So on a straight leg deadlift, it's not really quite straight, like a lockout in your knees. Keep a slight bend, get those hips way out, and then just go down. I like to even go down a little slow, and I'm just really focusing on those hamstrings, getting really pulled and just trying to get all my focus on there, and then you will feel it. This is one, if you've never done it before, take some time getting used to it. Keep the weight light. If you want to just grab some dumbbells, you can just grab some dumbbells and start like that and do that same motion with some dumbbells. That all works too. If that's all you got, or if that's what you want to start with, that's all good stuff. But that's the difference between a normal deadlift, where we're getting down more in the squat and we're exploding up through our body. The RDLs, or straight leg, slight bend in the knees, hips way out, going down, keeping that bar close to our shins, focusing on those hamstrings and pulling back up. I mean, I don't know, I wanna be the best. I wanna be the best I can be. So I train twice a day. I do a mix of strength and running. I know it sounds like a lot of people don't have time for that, and I get it. But the goals I have in the backcountry, the goals I have with these ultra marathons, I've done a handful of 50Ks. I did a 70 miler last year. I'm going for a 100 miler in August. Also road marathons. I got a sub 3 last year. Trying to make sure I get to Boston this year. And it's a lot, it's big goals. And really, I don't think I'm anything special at all. So whatever I can do to get an edge, especially as a guy from back east, I can't go scout the West. I can't go scout the mountains every weekend out there on a hunt. So I can't control that. But what I can do is control all the controllables from here, meaning I'm gonna have my gear dialed in, I'm gonna be e-scouting as much as I can, and also just get in the best shape as possible. So that's why I'm here. I recommend people just trying to get out at least a few days a week, just doing something, a mix of strength, running. That'll at least get you ready for the mountains. But there's an element of, if you want more, if you have bigger goals, you're gonna have to put in more of the work. You're gonna have to put in more inputs. All right, next exercise here. So the first two are a little bit more of compound movements, multiple muscle groups. So next I like to focus on a little bit more functional exercises, specific to maybe whatever your craft is for. So for us, it's backpack hunting. So I think these are great for that. We're gonna put this weighted bar on our back and we're gonna do some walking lunges. Absolutely phenomenal for the muscles. Get the body used to that load up high while continually moving. It's gonna build all those muscles. It's gonna help you pack that elk out or whatever you got on your back. Feels pretty good. I'm trying to think. I packed that elk out by myself last year. I mean, had to have been over 100 pounds, some loads each trip. And then, I mean, backpacking in, if you're going in for a long hunt, I mean, you could easily be 55, 60, 70 pounds or more. So it's just another great exercise to get the body used to that. Because there's so much truth in, like, if you want to get good at a thing, you need to do that thing. So I will always make sure I'm implementing some heavy backpack training, because that's what you're gonna be doing. And then just to be well-rounded, I'm gonna throw in the weight training to help build strength in other areas. I'm gonna throw in the running to help increase the VO2 max. That's all good stuff too, but just try to be cognizant of recreating what you're gonna do. Put your body under a similar load to what you'll be doing on the hunt. That's it. And then just do that every day, year-round, and you'll be great. You know, a little good life nugget I've heard before is if you can track it, you can manage it. So that's how we're gonna progress. That's how we're gonna progressively overload and help build muscle and build strength. We're just gonna keep pushing it a little bit every day. So we're gonna track it just right here on the notes, and that way we can manage it. All right, last set right here. All right, now I'm just gonna finish up with some leg extensions, superset with some leg curls. Great way to kind of burn out, end the workout. And yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. You know, I get it too. Everybody struggles with having enough time. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time. I got this, that, and the other, but the truth is, we will all allocate time to the things that are most important to us. So I get up early, I'm here early, this is important to me. If you're just struggling to stay consistent and get up early and get it done, I think it just comes down to how bad you want it. I can't really help you there. You can make it easier, get your meals ready, get your clothes laid out for the morning, but you just gotta want it and you just gotta show up. So if you want it, you'll make the time for it. All right, gonna finish up the last set here, but that's it, guys. I mean, that's it. The magic is just gonna be in keep showing up, keep tracking it, keep trying to get better every single time, and it just takes time. Just keep showing up. Let me know what you guys think. Leave any comments, any questions. I'd be happy to answer. All right, I gotta finish up here. It's after 6 a.m. I gotta finish up here and then hit the showers, get changed, and get to work. So another great day, another great workout. See you guys next time.